Okay, let's have a look at this. So Libero moves over to the Soldier 76, so they're playing poke into dive. And they're trying to soften up Gamsu and Note and force an initiation from Boston Uprising and hope that they can just eat it. NYXL are going to try and collapse on them here. They're going to force out a dive from Boston Uprising and try and eat the dive. But Mistakes just absolutely slams him. So let's see if I can take you through how quickly that happened and what happened. So they realized that they're running Libero. And Libero is going to put out a lot of poke onto the Winston if Boston are slow. So if Boston take their time and slowly approach, they're going to be weaker than NYXL are. So Boston have to act fast. They have a timer on them. They have to play this Genji Tracer aggressively into NYXL. And so NYXL are set up to peel. So this is like both of their tanks are going to jump back to try and defend whoever's being dived on. Sabiobi will try and peel as well. He'll try and either check the tracer or kill some of the DPS or something like that. So it's a race. Can Boston Uprising execute before NYXL peel? That's how these two comps really work against each other. And this is normally pretty good on Umbani. This is normally the superior stuff. You have to be really crisp and clean with your dive and really fast to be able to make that the better strategy. So let's explain what went down. So they 5-man dive it again. So it seems like the Boston approach to playing against this composition is to just be as unbelievably aggressive. No way! That's bananas. That's actually nuts. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. So because of this corner geometry, the poke can only really come out once Boston get kind of here. So they've got a little bit of time up until they get the payload to this point. Once they get here, what's going to happen is Mistakes is going to dash towards Libero and use his blade. Then Note, Gamsu, and Kellex are all going to follow with him. Kellex is going to be healing him. So Kellex healing Mistakes, and these two are just diving. Then Striker comes from this top zone and dives as well. So you've got a full-on fucking 5-man dive. A dash from the Genji, then a blade. Then you've got a Mercy healing him as well. Mercy's like, I have a staff. And I'm going to heal you. That's a fucking terrible drawing. Then the Tracer blinks in from top. Anyway, a 5-man dive. And the guy that gets left behind is Neko. And Neko gets dived by Sabiobi and Janus. See, this is the way you play it from the NYXL. You split your team into a front line and a back line. These guys are the front line. The idea is, most of the time, Boston Uprising will leave 2 people behind. But Boston Uprising dive with 5, which is kind of weird. And it counters what NYXL are doing. But in general, NYXL are going to have these 2 guys in the front line, and they're going to jump. So once Boston go, step 1 is Boston dive. Step 2 is NYXL use their Winston and Tracer to go aggressive on anybody who gets left behind. And step 3 is hopefully NYXL survive with these 4 players. Because normally it's a 4v4. Normally it's a 4v4 and a 2v2, and this 2 can beat the 2 supports, and this 4 can stay alive against these 4. But the addition of Kellex in the mix, and how deep Note goes, really kind of fucks with NYXL here. So watch out for it. So the other thing to note as well is that Neko wins the 1v2 against Sabiobi and Janus. Alright, so watch this. Look at this. 5 players in so fast. Note, Neko's actually been left behind. So this is Note. Mistakes has whipped out the Dragon Blade. Striker is here. Gamsu is here. And Kellex is healing Mistakes. You can see the Mercy Beam. So a 5-man dive. Really aggressively. instantly just delete Libero. There's no way you can peel. In the meantime, Janice and Sabiorbi have gone behind to try and fuck the people who are left behind, and Neko has won the 1v1. Neko has won a 1v1 against Sabiorbi, and now Janice is just sat here with a Primal Rage. Like, is it even fucking worth me using the Primal Rage? Have we just lost this fight in the first 3 seconds? And the answer is yes. Yes, you have, NYXL. So they're able to get behind, and now look at Neko as well. Neko's getting chunked down by Janus, but he's about to get healed up as well by Kellex, because Kellex is like, okay, fight's pretty much already won. Mistakes doesn't have any pressure on him. The tanks failed to peel effectively. Janus actually went aggressive instead. So let's go. Kellex goes back, heals up Neko. Easy, easy, clinical